Sorry. Sticks out to you.
The rebounding again, they had 16 offensive rebounds. They didn't get a lot of points off of them, but, it just kept us on the defensive end so long. I thought our defensive activity at times was pretty good, but at other times we had some breakdowns. But, for the most part, offensively, we got to get a much better flow. The ball's hanging up, not moving very well. We had a few rush shots that we've just got to do a much better job on. So, I keep saying it every time we come, just how much work we have to do. But, we're finding ways to win games. Guys are competitive tonight. Chris just absolutely saved us. His activity on the boards, 19 rebounds, was the difference in the game. Also, our points off turnovers, we got a few steals and layups. It was 21-10, so 11-point difference there on points off turnovers. So those are two big positives, Chris' performance, and we got some steals and turned them into layups.
Chris said you pointed out to him that his rebounding numbers have been down a little bit.
Yeah, we talked today after shoot-around, and, I just reminded him, his activity increases so much when he's around the basket getting rebounds. And, I just encouraged him to go to the boards every time, quit worrying about shooting, quit worrying about everything except going and getting the ball. And he just did a tremendous job. His activity, I couldn't take him off the floor because I wasn't sure if we'd get a rebound if he wasn't on there. So I just thought he did a tremendous job.
How was Rory developed his game since you last?
Well, no, he had a nice game. He's always been able to pull up and get a little shot there and did a nice job.
Dane, how do you create that better rhythm offensively moving the ball? Is that something that you do in practice?
Oh, absolutely. No, it is not going to come in a game. It's got to start in practice, and our guards have got to get it moving better. There are so many times where the ball got stuck on one side of the floor. We didn't make them guard 2 or 3 sides, and just we're straight up and down. We're just like we're stuck in the mud. So, I use that expression, but that's what it looks like. Just our ball movement, our player movement is just slow. We don't even push it hard. We don't sprint the floor. So tremendous amount of work, and I think we'll get it. But that sense of urgency is still not there that I think we have to have. And we get up 10-2 to start the game, and 5 of our next 6 possessions we have turnovers. And we've got too experienced of a team. If we had 2 turnovers back to back, the next 2 or 3 we have to get shots up. We know that. Our guys, you can't have 6 possessions and 5 turnovers. Just good teams don't do that. So, we're having stuff like that poorly coached team that should know better. You don't turn the ball over 5 out of 6 possessions.
What is that defensively, just overall this team's played so far?
Well, I think in stretches we've been awfully good, but we don't fight the dribble hard enough. It's creating a lot of opportunities for Chris and Jordan to block shots, but we're not fighting the dribble nearly hard enough. We're not getting through screens hard enough. We're just going to have to get more hard nose. There's no doubt about it, and more hard nose on the boards too.
Double-edged sword having some really good shot blockers where the guards maybe think let this guy go because they're back there.
Well, I think there is a sense of security there, but if that's the case, they ought to be getting more steals. If they're going to be getting up, then we ought to get a few more steals. And we're not getting those steals generated by our guards nearly enough. Our numbers are down on steals. So I agree with what you're saying. I think they do. Go, well, Chris will get this one if I take a chance here, but the risk reward, we're not getting enough steals to justify that. You just got to fight the dribble better.
Sorry, you mentioned that the sense of urgency maybe isn't in this team right now. How do you instill that?
I don't know. I wish I had a little better idea because, I know the coaching staff feels it. And, too many times you have to lose a few games before that sense of urgency turns. And with an experienced group that we have, that shouldn't happen. We've had losses in past years that we should learn from, and if they want to have the kind of season I think they want to have, they just got to loosen up and start swinging away and quit worrying about scoring points and just worry about playing the game. And I think that's what Chris did tonight. And then all of a sudden, because he's thinking about that, he gets a few offensive rebound putbacks. He, gets a lot of buckets around the hole. He didn't hit any threes tonight. He he still had 23 points and 19 rebounds. So he just played. He didn't think about shooting. He didn't worry about it. He went out and played.
Coach, in your half-court offense, can you give a rough percentage generally of called plays or calls, or is that?
Well, we're supposed to be getting more in transition and flowing right into things, and neither Peyton or Casey or guards, like I said, they get it and hold it. The ball's not being advanced hard enough, quick enough. So, I would say probably 50% are called. The other, we're supposed to be pushing it and flowing right into something.
Look at miss free throws, surprising.
Yeah, at one point in there, we had missed 2 front ends and we'd missed 6 free throws in a row technically. So at a time where we could have, taken the lead from 10 to 16 or, made it pretty substantial, we missed 6 free throws in a row technically because we missed 2 front ends and 2 shotters. So, and those were experienced guys, all of them shooting them. So that was, disappointing. And, it just, I don't know if they're tight, because Dylan Brooks, good free throw shooter. Casey was one, and Dylan Ennis, who was our leader, at 80%. And, so we had 3 vets up there shooting free throws and missed 6 in a row.
Coach, what did you think of Keith tonight in his play?
Well, I thought he gave us some good minutes. He got 4 fouls in 7 minutes, so I can't complain about his activity. But no, I thought he got a couple buckets inside and defensively tried to do some things. So I liked his activity.
About Cavell, we don't get to see practice, so he's doing better in practice.
Well, he had a good practice, yesterday, and we put him in such. He was involved in 2 of those turnovers and those 5 of the 6, and to be real honest, Dylan put him in a real tough spot on that one, trying to throw over, and then Casey hit him on a pick and roll, and they attacked him, and he was 2 straight up and down and turned that over. So, I know he's frustrated, and he had a good practice yesterday, so I wanted to use him, but they were really small, and he had a hard time matching up. And like I said, the 2 turnovers kind of got him off balance, and he was in there on that stretch where we had 5 of 6, so it was tough on him.
Is there any benefit at all that Brooks pretty much kept his minutes down because of foul trouble?
I didn't have to worry about him hurting his foot. He got a couple fouls and bad fouls, so he's just going to have to slow down. He's going way too fast. He's trying to make too much happen, and he's got to get a rhythm. He's going to have to slow down.
Do you think any of that is just because of him coming off the bench and not being used to that role and trying to kind of play catch up?
I don't know. That's one question. I have no idea. He's a vet player. He just he'll get it. He'll figure it out here. He just needs to slow down.
Is that speed and being spread out, is that what's holding him back from you putting him into that starting lineup?
Well, we were still on a minute restriction. We still are. So got to earn everything. I don't know who I'd take out. We're still trying to figure things out. So we'll probably make some adjustments here. We've got 3 days here of practice, and I don't know who will start the next one. We may go a whole different direction. I'm not sure. All righty.